Hello there. I'm going to show you how to put up this Hardy Label raised bed. Um, what we do is it comes with 4 panels, 4 pins, and we also provide you a little rod here to help with the tapping down of these pins. So literally all we do is we pick up 2 of the panels, make sure that the tag at the top is at the top. And the other important thing, for each panel you pick up, the top slat, the scroll, is on the inside. So the end of the scroll is on the inside. So here, here, and here. And then literally all we do is we pick up one of these pins and we're going to insert it down in the middle of each slat. So it just slots down between each slat and goes to the ground. At that stage, you can just let go, relax a bit, and it's going to hold. Okay, so we're now going to insert this hoop down the center of these slats. So as you're looking at it, you're just sliding it down all the way between the outer and the inner slats, but you're going down the middle. There's like this little hole pocket, and it goes down there and all the way down to touch the grass. Once it's now touched the grass, what we're going to do, it's always a good idea to make sure that it's not splaying out too much at the base. So we want the sides to be horizontal rather than splaying. And potentially, if you need to, you can literally from the outside, so here, you can just literally pinch from the side to hold them straight. And obviously we're making sure that the sides are in the right orientation. Once we've done that, give it a little bit of a tap with a hammer till it starts going into the soil. Move your hand away now, and just carry on down until you get the top of the hoop to about the top of the sides. We're now then going to use the little rod, and we're now going to tap down below the top of the raised bed. And what we're doing is we're actually hammering it down at least halfway down to the next slat. And what you'll find is that the last couple of strikes of the hammer, and it's not really a very heavy hammer required, it will then bind these sides together. So now that's maybe not quite there, but another couple of taps, and that is now bound tight. Yeah, if you do that with your hands, there's no movement. That the ground is really hard, but there's no issue with tapping this into the ground. And what I'm doing here is once I've gone a little bit of a way, I can use this rod to help me go down all the way. As you can see, I'm tapping down into the ground. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take it down below the top of the raised bed side, and we're going to take it down effectively most of one slat until it's almost touching the next. So this is again where you do need the pin. And as I say, it is very hard ground conditions here, but as you can see, it's just a few taps. And I'm using quite a light hammer. You could elect to use a slightly heavier hammer, but I'm just showing you that it's not actually that difficult. And once you have done the last few taps, then it will really start to bind together. Pretty much it on that one. Yep. And now we're going to go around and do the same on all the other sides. So again, level it up in whichever way you want. And we're just going to tap into the ground. And then the last little section here, we're going to use the bar. That's tight. And come around and we're going to complete the last ones here. That one. And our final one here. Back. That's it. So if I now come outside, my head's gone out of shot. Give that a bit of a kick, and it's really very, very solid. Final thing to mention is if you so wish, you can put black weed membrane on the inside to line it. Personally, I think it's not ideal because you're always going to see the black membrane. What we would generally do is fill it with soil. You've got the options of doing some pocket planting here. So here we have a Mexican wall daisy. So again, that could go in the side. And another nice one is some house leeks. And again, this one's a little bit big, but you could break it up and pocket plant. If you fill this with soil, you may get a little bit of soil coming out from the slats, but as the plants that you put in there, the roots grow, that will bind the soil together and will stabilise really quite quickly. So yeah, that's how to build a hardy raised bed.